What's up everyone, John from ARTV. It's time for a review of the third album by the Irish band Two Door Cinema Club. Their new record is called Gameshow. I absolutely love the artwork on this thing. Had to pick up a vinyl copy for myself. Spoiler alert, I am really thoroughly enjoying this project for the most part. I think that they've kind of reinvented themselves here. In the past, you knew them for more of like their pop, rock, and polished style, and not that that's not coming across here for me. I just feel like they're doing it in a much more danceable, retro 80s disco throwback. I know that's a lot of adjectives, but it's kind of true. I've never actually reviewed a Two Door Cinema Club project before. Their last album, Beacon, came out during one of the busiest months of my life, September of 2012. So many albums dropping then in October. I just didn't get to it, and I really didn't get to spend a ton of time with it until maybe the following January. And I do like that project. It just wasn't what I expected, I suppose. As someone that got into them right around the time of Tourist History in 2010, caught them live in 2011. I actually sport their t-shirt in some of my videos, as you guys have probably seen, and a lot of you have commented on over time, and you're like, why haven't you reviewed a project from them? Well, here we go. That's all changing now. Now, their Changing of the Seasons EP did come out in 2013, and I gave a pretty positive review to that in my blog back in the day. I really love the alternative edit of that song, the title track from the EP, and it was actually one of my top 5 favorite songs of 2013, and I was excited to see what they were going to do with that sound and maybe improve and build upon it from there. They took a couple of years off, which I totally understand. Their lead singer Alex was like, you know what? Let's take some time, let's regroup, let's rebuild, and let's rebrand. And they've totally done that here. Like I was talking about, a very danceable style coming through on this record. And right off the bat, we get like 5 tracks in a row that I'm absolutely loving. This project is thrilling to listen to. From the swaying synths of Bad Decisions to the catchy vocal effect on Are We Ready Wreck, and then just the thrills of Gameshow, just a big track right there. I have to say that this is some of their best work to date. And songs like Ordinary, just top notch. I cannot believe that I haven't been putting them on like some of my playlists or recommended feeds to you guys, and I've been overlooking them. I feel honestly a little bit guilty considering I have a series on my second channel, Beyond ARTV, where I highlight bands, talk about cool music, and recommend stuff to you guys, and I hear tracks like Ordinary and I'm just like, Two Door Cinema Club. That's right, they're the ones that are actually doing everything right. I have to show them some love. The chorus on Ordinary is pure 80s throwback bliss. The nostalgia coming through each time one of those synth hits goes in, it's fantastic. I think it reminds me of Churches and maybe some other bands that kind of play to those 80s stylings, but it feels very fresh at the same time. Ordinary, probably my favorite track on the entire LP. You're probably wondering, John, is it all just synthesizers, cheese, 80s fuzz? No, guitars, synthesizers, electronics, program drums, and real drumming, awesome bass work. There's a lot of nuanced details here. There's so many different styles that make Gameshow work for what it is. And I'm not going to say every single song really jumps off the page. In fact, some of them kind of blend together here and there, like Good Morning, parts of Fever, but I still enjoy them for what they are. In fact, I don't think there's a bad song on Gameshow. I'm finding the more I listen to it, the more I just slip into the groove of this album, and I find it hard to say a ton about just because it's one of those albums that you really need to experience for yourself. I'm not sure how many people are familiar with this band, but they do a great job of layering all different styles. Guitars are a huge part of Two Door Cinema Club's success, and it has been in the past. They kind of strayed away from that somewhat, and it feels like they're kind of returning and just saying, oh look, we know and we realize that this is a very important element for us, so let's show off what we can do. And songs like Invincible, which is track number 7 on Gameshow, really remind us of Two Door Cinema Club at their best. This is one of those songs that starts off slow. It's kind of a heartfelt tune, and I love how they relay the information to us. The lyrical content on this one of my absolute favorites, and then the way the guitar works its way in, and especially on that outro, it's just an eargasm as it just kind of layers, gets louder and louder, mixes in with the vocals and the synthesizers. It's a culmination of everything I love about this band in one song. A couple of other cuts that I was thoroughly entertained by include Lavender, one that comes through with these lush cutting guitars, just kind of a choppy effect that mixes with the vocals, and the track Surgery, which is the next to last on this LP. That one comes through with these bumping, snappy synthesizers. You just kind of want to sit there, snap your fingers along with it, bob your head. It's got this nice groove, and you totally get lost in that 80s nostalgia, and you're like, Two Door Cinema Club are pulling it off this well? Yes, I have to listen to this over and over again, and that's been the case for me with this record. Honestly, it's 42 minutes long, it's easy to replay, there's a few songs that I find myself skipping over, but for the most part, I feel like it's a worthwhile listen. I don't know how long it's going to have in terms of shelf life, but I liked it enough to pick it up on vinyl. I had to give a recommendation for you guys, considering these guys just don't get enough love. Overall, for me, on this new project, Gameshow, I'm going with a 4 out of 5. I hope you guys enjoyed my review of the new Two Door Cinema Club album. Let me know your thoughts on it in the comments section down below. Don't forget to smash the like button while you're here and subscribe to the channel, because friends, they'll let friends go and subscribe. We're almost to 45,000 subscribers. Absolutely nuts. That's almost to 50,000 right there, and that's halfway to getting a silver play button on YouTube. That's absolutely insane. So thank you to all of the old viewers, to all of you new guys that have subscribed, a lot of new ones in the past month or two. Nice to see the channel growing, and it just really means a lot to me personally. And keep in mind, these are always just my opinions. Be sure to let me know what you think of these albums in the comments section, tastefully and respectfully. If you would like to see my thoughts on a recent review or another album that I think you might enjoy, check out those annotations directly below me. You can find me on social media at all of these links and handles right over here. Other than that, I will see you guys very soon right here on ARTV.